Hey guys, I'm here again with another little lesson. Now this little exercise I'm about to show you is a little bit more advanced than just your simple rock beat. Now with that being said, it is also an awesome little ditty and I love using this, and I use this constantly in my playing, and I probably have overused it a lot in the past. But it is an awesome one that I did want to share with you guys today. Essentially what we are doing is we are taking a paradiddle across here. And what we are doing is we are playing it in the way of eighth note triplets. What we are doing is we are taking every right and left and we are chucking in 2 triplet hits of the opposite sticking in between it. It starts to form an exercise where you have a lot of double hits in between single hits, and it can become very confusing. So what we are going to do is the single hits we are going to accent, and the non-single hit we are going to keep as ghost notes. This is what it sounds like at 60 BPM. So from there with that exercise, once you get it down, you really want to focus on getting the straight triplet feel, but at the same time, you really want to focus the distinction on getting accents in. It is also a great time if you want to start throwing those accents onto different drums around your kit. I would recommend doing that now while you are learning it. When it's slower, it doesn't sound like much. It sounds more like a sticking exercise that you're working on. When it becomes faster is when it becomes much more interesting. But as I've said in previous videos, speed without precision means nothing. So take it slow, get it feeling comfortable, get your accents sounding like accents, and get your ghost notes sounding like ghost notes. Once you can get this feeling good, start jacking up your tempo. Here's what it sounds like a little bit faster. And here's also what it sounds like when you start to add the accents onto the toms. The faster you build this, the cooler this exercise becomes. But it also sounds really crappy if you don't get your ghost notes and your accents smooth and even. So once you've built on that and you're getting it faster and faster and faster, the cool thing then is you are stuck with this awesome thing that you can just diddle with around the kit. It is a great little fill that you can put in. You can cut it in half, you can double it, you can chuck your ghost notes on your snare and move the accents around the toms, or you can just genuinely take the exercise and flip certain parts and make it work. It doesn't necessarily have to be a paradiddle. The perfect place to start with is as a paradiddle, but once you start to evolve to putting this into fills where you can cut out half of it or use the other half, or you can start rearranging some of the triplet formations, is when you really get creative with it. And I find that the paradiddle exercise that I've got is the perfect place to start to do that. But yeah, it's a simple little exercise that I use constantly in my playing still. And it's a great little warm up at the end of the day too. Sometimes I do this on top of the O'Kelly exercise as well. A lot of drummers and friends have come up and asked me, what is this exercise? That's exactly what it is. It is simple and nothing more than this. So I would recommend start it slow, start it with your practice pad, and start to move it around the kit. It is freaking awesome. Get creative with it, have fun with it, put it in places in weird ways and flip it on its head and do whatever you feel like doing with it. It is a freaking fun exercise. And before you know it, you're going to be overplaying it more than me. Thanks guys. Until then, I'll see you in the next lesson.